In today's BTG episode, Kat receives some surprising advice from Nicole. Isaiah gets guidance on how he should handle holidays with the Hawthorns. Leslie makes an unlikely connection. Tomas is put on notice. Nicole agrees to a friend's date. Laura gets in Leslie's face, and Leslie makes a threat. And Smitty has fatherly advice for Tyrell. Danny greets her sister and mother at the club happily. They ask if Eric Forrester was the same silver fox as he was when she saw him last. Danny admits they canceled the job and honeymooned in LA. She put her marriage first and is confident that other modeling opportunities will come along. Anita is glad she and her husband are building something special. She admits she's fallen in love with him. Anita offers a few playdudes, and Danny shows off her wedding band. She didn't know how good it'd feel to be loved, flaws and all. They discuss Thanksgiving until Nicole goes to take a call. Bill and Tomas arrive. Bill wants to thank him for all his work, calls him an asset. It's why he wants to discuss his future at the firm. Tomas sees himself there for a long time. They pat each other on the back. Bill asks Tomas to fill in, while he and Haley are in St. Bart's for a few weeks. Bill can't take his eyes off of Danny as she beams about her love for Andre. Bill says he hopes his personal life will be a source of support, especially what happened with Mike. He wants his workers to be family-oriented. Jacob and Marcel watch Elon on the laptop, talking about putting evidence together to get Leslie Thomas put in prison. Jacob and Marcel get into it over the Dupreys getting off for suspect things in the past, and Elon gets between them. Marcel takes off in a huff, and Elon gets to talking about Isaiah turning down his mother's invitation to Thanksgiving. He's upset but glad Jacob and Naomi will be there. Jacob offers to ask his brother to come, but Elon refuses. He shouldn't have to ask. He complains about Iz doing things to get himself arrested to embarrass him. Jacob defends his brother, who thinks Iz thought of him as the golden child. Elon denies feeling that way. Kat's happy when her dad comes to her with an invitation to spend Thanksgiving with her. She thinks it's without Eva, and when she learns it's together, she's disinterested. Ted urges her to let go of her anger, but she thinks he's being selfish. He wants to make good memories for the three of them. She corrects him. "You mean for Eva." Kat hasn't come first once since he found out Eva's his kid. Ted claims he values all his kids equally, but Kat says that's not it. Why does she always have to change? To accept. She can't stop him from having a relationship with Eva, but she won't be there for Thanksgiving. Leslie and Eva stroll into Uptown, talking about past Thanksgivings, and that Orphe Jeans will be different. Eva is happy her dad wants her to be a part of his life. Eva goes and Marcel arrives and greets Leslie, offering her a drink. She realizes he's a cop and purses her lips slightly. He thinks she's trouble, but she blames it on that self-righteous cop, Jacob Hawthorne. Marcel snickers and agrees that's Jacob, calling him a thorn in his side. They used to be partners. They introduce themselves, and they discuss Thanksgiving. He tells her his wife is close to divorcing him, but he has his retirement mapped out. If she takes his assets, he won't be able to sail into the Caribbean. Leslie thinks that'd be a shame. He talks about his wife, a little, and Leslie jokes about sunbathing on Sheila's deck. Sheila being his boat. As she flirts, Marcel reminds her she said earlier that she was hot for a doctor. She shrugs and calls it a situationship. Unless he makes a move, she's a free agent. Eva meets Isaiah at the club's cafeteria. He's soaking wet from a run. She updates him on Peaches and calls her the only person who can keep Leslie in line. When she dies, Eva worries her mom's obsession with Ted will get worse. Isaiah has been wondering what would have happened if they weren't interrupted after that kiss. She's his dream girl, pretty special, he says, and will prove it to her. He moves in for a kiss, until Ted interrupts by clearing his throat. The men introduce themselves, and Iz takes off while Ted invites her to Thanksgiving, admitting that Kat turned him down. Eva's sorry, but she made plans with her mother. She can't abandon her. He goes, and Eva remembers her mother kicking her out of the house and treating her like dirt, and how Ted was sweet to her on her birthday. She turned him down, knowing her mother would crash out if she chose him. They talk about the protective vibe Ted was giving off, and they move in to kiss again, but his phone buzzes. Jacob calls and invites his brother to Thanksgiving at the country club. Iz will consider it. They disconnect and discuss the call and agree to make a plan to meet after Thanksgiving and compare notes. They make out. Back at the club, Nicole ends her call as Kat strolls up. She complains that Ted invited her to Thanksgiving with Eva, and she's not interested. Nicole thinks it's a good idea. Kat's baffled, but Nicole thinks it's a good time to start peace. Kat thinks she's an afterthought, but Nicole thinks they should adjust to the new family dynamic. Kat goes off to work out. At their table inside, Anita's sorry Danny has to sit across from Bill, and so soon after her honeymoon. Danny says it's fine. She admits he called HR while she was in LA, then says she saw her old friend Damon Roberts. Anita's shook. The eyebrow king himself. Bro, S going to come and donate an eyebrow package. Anita's thrilled. They get back to discussing Bill, and she bashes him, saying he can't be friends with anyone since he has an agenda. At their own table, Bill tells Tomas they can't have scandals. Tomas sighs and looks at Danny. Bill smiles, knowing he's got issues, but clients crave stability. Tomas doesn't think his personal life is a distraction. Nicole returns to her table and updates her fam with what Kat told her. Anita and Danny understand Kat's feelings. Danny compares Eva to Looney Leslie, but Nicole's quick to defend Eva, who is a sweet girl who just wants to be with her dad. Kat returns and Tomas approaches her. She tells him about her Thanksgiving dilemma. Tomas has a solution to come away with him alone. She accepts and hugs him happily. Bill approaches Danny to discuss Winterfest. He hopes her honeymoon went well. She admits it did. She gloats and Bill looks pissed off. Ted appears at Uptown, brow furrowed as he watches Leslie with Marcel. Leslie sees him and tells Marcel the doctor just walked in. She'll think of Marcel when she gives the next police donation. She goes to Teddy Bear and he tells her Marcel's a cop. What did you do now? She calls him jealous and he tells her about spending Thanksgiving with Eva. And her, Leslie's all in. Hooked on Beyond the Gates. Join our official Beyond the Gates Facebook group. Get spoilers, recaps, theories, and fan talk all in one place.